Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rich Buddy live show. We're going to talk some luxury wristwatches today. We'll be talking about Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, Rolex watch prices and trends, and luxury goods trends in general. Let's get going. Here we go. Bud the Stud should be in the backstage, and we'll get started. Thank you for joining us.
Everyone,
oh no,
to the Rich Buddy live
we
show.
got some echo in the background. Hold on. Thank you for joining. Here we go. All right, we're back for another live show. How's everybody going? Welcome. What's up, bud?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Okay.
You don't have a pretty picture for your avatar, but that's okay.
No. Yeah, for some reason. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I sign in, it pops up, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Hey, what's up, Logan? Welcome to the program. And everybody else who's watching us live, thank you. So how are you doing? Sounds like you're driving?
Yep. Just heading home. Still got about, we're going to be at a hotel tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get home by about 12 or 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Well, drive safe, man. I hope this drive safe. Be careful when you're driving and talking to us right now.
Yeah, no, I got you guys plugged in. I might not be able to read the chat very much, so if somebody's got a question or something that I don't answer, don't take offense to it.
So maybe I'll try to help out with that. Hey, what's up, EP? How are you? Thanks for joining. Logan Hall's got a first question. He says, Rich, did you ever check out the Porsche Club of America Speedmaster I posted in the Discord? No, I forgot. And to be quite honest, I haven't been in my own Discord in probably 3 weeks, man. Let me go see if I can find that right now.
Yeah, it's the Discord kind of got a little bit. I mean, everybody was still there, but nobody seemed to talk on it as much. And
yeah, I haven't been active in it, but
I've tried to post some pictures in there from time to time while I was gone.
Let's see if I can find where he posted the picture of that watch under Omega. There we go. Let me see if I can copy that link and bring it up. Might as well do that. Let's start off by talking about that watch. See what Logan Hall wants to share with me.
Sounds good. Hey, Logan. Hey, Chip. Hey, EP.
Now, Logan says this watch is a step above the OP Yellow Dial 41 for my Porsche and I.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the, okay, I think I know which one this is.
Oh, yeah. Porsche Club of America. And you know what? An acquaintance of mine who has the same exact Porsche as mine, as a matter of fact, except, well, not exact. He has the hardtop version of my car. He invited me to join the PCA. Wouldn't I blow them away if I had this watch too to boot?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 99 limited edition. Look at that. Limited to just 99 pieces. The Omega Speedmaster Gray Side of the Moon Porsche Club of America limited edition can be regarded as a dual tribute timepiece, as both the Speedmaster watch model and the PCA mark their 60th anniversary in the year 2017. Cool. Titanium. It's a titanium watch. Oh, a titanium Speedmaster. Get out of here.
It would be different than the Rolex in many different ways. Then
that is gorgeous.
You'd have the steel OP, and then you'd have the titanium Omega.
Yeah, it's a nice piece, Logan. But I'm working on getting. I'm gonna have three. I'm gonna have two Speedmasters, though. You know, two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so and they're significantly different. You know, I spoke to the Omega boutique. Oh, I didn't put the scoop shot up there. I'm sorry. There it is. It's not adding. You know what? It's not adding the screens automatically, and it's throwing me off.
That's a very cool watch.
There we go. So I called and spoke to the Omega boutique yesterday, and I asked him his opinion on my 1968 transitional Speedmaster, as to whether I should keep that, hang on to it or not.
Right.
And he said, "Oh man," he said, "Rich, you don't want to get rid of that piece, Rich."
Is that right? Okay.
You know, he says that piece, you don't want to get rid of it. Trust me, as time goes on, real Omega collectors are going to be wanting that piece more than any of the other pieces you get from Omega.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm going to hold on to that Speedmaster. And then I asked him what about, I said, because, you know, I was thinking about pulling 15 G's out of that Speedmaster or something close to it and using that money towards an Ed White.
Right.
And he said, "Look, man," he said, "you know, since you paid up in full on the Snoopy and you've been waiting for it, and I know how much you keep talking about that Ed White in the background." He said, "Look, I'm going to put you on the list without you even putting a deposit or paying for it in full, like I told you before."
Right. So
now I'm on the Ed White list. So when they call me in 2 years or 3 years for that watch, I'll be getting it for sure. I can anticipate 2-3 years out that I'll be able to afford it, right? So
well, that's good. I told you about my Ed White situation that I had going on where I was on vacation, right? They were supposed to be getting one in for another customer, and they was going to let me come in and try it on, and I never did. I never did hear from him before I left. So
he ended up taking it, probably, that customer.
Yeah, and he was going to take it. I think he was definitely taking it, but I think he said it was already paid for. But he said, before I give it to him, I'll let you come in and try it on. And either it just didn't get there, or they just didn't bother to call me, you know.
Yeah.
So, because I wasn't, you know, it's not an AD that I knew or anything like that. I just walked in out of the blue one day and was asking about it and looking at some of the other watches and stuff, but. He did seem to think that if I paid for that watch in full, that I would get it this year.
Right.
So he said, he said within the calendar year, I think we could get it for you, but he said it's definitely going to be a very hard piece to get.
Oh, listen to this. It says on this Omega Porsche watch, it says, "Gray ceramic, as it turns out, is also the material of choice for the brakes in the high-performance sports Porsche cars. The visual calipers of these brakes are yellow, hence the yellow details on this limited edition timepiece. which can be found on the hands, indices, and the tack scale bezel, as well as the stitching. Incidentally, the ceramicized titanium used for the dial is also used for the exhaust system of the 911 Turbo.
Wow. That sounds like it's a very close match to your car, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, that is pretty tight.
And the gray side of the moon, those are kind of more my favorite Omega watches too.
Yeah. Cool.
Very nice. Yeah.
So, yes, you don't have any Omegas, do you?
Not yet. No, I was thinking of I've got the order in on the Snoopy, and that's what I told this guy is I was thinking about the Seamaster, but I'd like my first one to be the Ed White. And yes, James Conn, I did have a very similar situation in the same mall with the Vacheron Constantin guy. I walked into the Vacheron Constantin. He said they would be getting one as well in the new year. This was all right at Christmas time. And he said they should be getting one in pretty soon, and that if his guy didn't take it, that he would actually sell that one. So yeah, I had a similar situation with both Vacheron and Omega, and I was hoping that one of them might have fell out, but neither one of them ever. So yeah, I was waiting for that local phone number to call me, and I never did get a call from a local phone number. So yeah, I never did hear from them, but. So yeah, I would. That's what I told him is I would like my first Omega to be probably what I consider to be the best one, which is the 321. And he was a nice guy. He was much nicer than the first Omega guy I'd ever met. So yeah, I was hopeful that he would at least call me and let me try it on and stuff, but never did. So
the Vacheron too, same thing.
Same thing. He never did call. I think it was just, and they both did say, I mean, it's not like they was liars or anything. They both did say that it would probably be towards the end of the month. And I said, well, I'm staying till like the 20th or whatever. And I wound up leaving right around when I said, and I just don't think they've gotten them yet. Is probably the thing,
Yeah.
So, with the holidays and stuff being so close to probably, and then with COVID and everything, I bet you that's put a little bit of delay on what they was originally thinking too.
Yeah. What's up, Chipmunk? What's up, Raj? How you doing? Pavel, welcome. No, I think I'm still all for the yellow dial Rolex. That bright, colorful dial. That I'm still all for that.
Yeah, and that's and I mean at the price for the OP, if you can get the OP for MSRP, that's great.
It's a great, what a great, I mean, when do you get to pick up a Rolex at MSRP for $5,900 if you can, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think that beats every other watch at the moment at that price range.
They really put that price point, I mean, spot on. I mean, what a great deal,
Yeah,
so
we had so many conversations too, saying hopefully. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, that's what I said was hopefully they make it available because they got it at such a great price point. Hopefully people get to actually buy it, but that didn't happen.
Too many people want to buy it. So I found this cool website that displays watch trends, and I thought I would play with it a little bit online.
Yeah.
Here it says watches at highest price for the week. So what this chart shows is watches that are at their highest price point that they've ever reached for the week. And so it's got the Rolex Daytona, the 5-digit. Man, look at that. 37,000? Is that right?
Is it the ceramic?
No, that's the 5-digit. Oh, that's a Zenith.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna
Holy
say something.
shoot! 37,000 is the average price for the Zenith. Good lord!
Well,
I had one of these in my hand at Kenny New Wynn's shop in Newport Beach for 18,000 3 years ago.
yeah.
Wow!
All Daytonas have just skyrocketed.
And then the second watch they have listed on here is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 3712, 193,000. Which watch is that?
Yeah, that's about right secondhand right now.
Let me see what watch that is. Patek 3712. Oh, so
that's the white gold.
That's the 57. Wait a minute. It's I'm not sure what the difference between this one and a 5712 is. Let me pull it up. Check this out.
If it's 190, it's got to be the white gold one, right? Or no?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's what it is. So it's the solid white gold. It's just like the 5712, except it's solid white gold. Good call.
Yeah.
No, it's just steel. Why is this so much? Why isn't this a 5712? I'm a little confused.
Yes, is that a Tiffany or something? What's
Maybe it's smaller, 39 mil. It's a smaller. It's an older reference number of the 5712. So the 5712 is the newer reference model of this 3712. Is all I can figure, and it's going for 50% more than the 5712. Maybe just because it's the older collectible, more collectible version, huh?
Yeah, that must be what it is. Yeah.
Unreal.
Well, Gazedge has a question that I've literally heard since I woke up this morning. So the WhatsApp group and everybody, and then on Discord, somebody's been asking all day about buying. He's going to buy a James Cameron and an SD43, and he's asking you to look at them prices.
Here's the chart for the Zenith Daytona.
Right.
And let me see if I can go back farther.
Up.
How do I go? This isn't going back far enough. Huh. Average day times to sell, 45 days on the market.
For the Zenith?
It pretty much for an average time for all watches, it says right here, 41 days. How long does it take to sell a watch? 41 days. So I mean, these are basically what this list is really indicating is probably the hottest watches, really. Look at
I don't think watches are taking more than a week to sell at the moment.
Look, your Royal Oak is on here, the Jumbo 15202, 41,000.
41, is that what it's at?
That's what it's showing here. Look at how it shows it spiking up just in this September 2019. It shows it going up as high as 52,000.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. It sounds a little bit low to me right now because I know it had hit the 50 mark.
It says 52 here, so I'm not sure why here it. Oh, I guess that's average price.
Okay.
But then when you click on this, it's showing the highest average probably. The highest average price, 41,292. And then the highest price is 52,000. There you go.
Yeah. Try getting on any website and trying to buy that for less than 50 right now, and I don't think you'd be able to find one.
So I think basically what they're saying is that these watches right here went up an average of 9% over the last 7 days.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to say. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it does seem like it's went nuts the last week, but I don't know.
And then the watches that are at their lowest weekly price. So this is, it doesn't even have any listed.
So there's no low price watch?
I don't know why they don't have nothing there. Best and worst watch performers. Rolex Sea Dweller 16660. Worst.
Is the worst?
No, that's the best one.
Oh,
Trend
okay.
up 6%. And the worst performer is the Rolex Sub 5508, down 24%. Let me click on that. Rolex Sub.
That's interesting that any Rolex is performing bad right now.
67 average days to sell one of these vintage subs. Interesting.
Oh, so it includes the vintage and yeah. So this is all, yeah. I bet you if you took the vintage out of there, the days would go down and the price would go up and all, you know.
Here's the Aquanaut chart with Aquanaut with a bracelet chart. It shows highest price $39,900.
Right now. What was that it got to last year at one point? Wasn't it at 50 almost last year?
Yeah, I want to say like 46.
Yeah, something like that.
It doesn't exactly reflect that here.
But it stayed pretty level since then. After it went down to 36, it seems like it stayed pretty even.
Top 10 watches, top 10 price trend, best watch performers of the week. Rolex Sea Dweller 16660, followed by the Rolex Explorer 2 1655, followed by the Patrici dial 5-digit Rolex Daytona, and then a 5-digit GMT Master 2, and then the older reference GMT Master 2, Explorer, Zenith. Let's see, what's a 5712? That's the one that I like. The Nautilus we just looked at, but the newest reference of it.
Right. And you know why the Explorer 2s are in there, right? Because everybody thinks that they're being discontinued, or they're changing them.
Okay, good point, because that's showing up a lot on here, isn't it?
That's why it's popped up a couple of times, yeah.
Right. Interesting. Well, now who's asking about let me see. The Sea Dweller 43 versus the James Cameron.
Yeah, somebody's been on all day pretty much asking about that. So on the WhatsApp group, on the Cardinals WhatsApp group, and on the on Discord, on David's Discord there. So they've been asking about. So somebody's actually considering a purchase between them two watches, and he's been asking everybody all day what they thought about it. And it was kind of funny because everybody was split almost right down the middle, 50-50. You know, it was like half was James Cameron, half was Sea Dweller. So,
I mean,
what do you think?
just going all black or Sea Dweller or Cameron 44. Because there's a 1 millimeter difference between those two.
Yeah, the Sea Dweller 43. The red Sea Dweller versus the James Cameron with the black, the deep sea. Yeah,
which is going to be that extra thickness on the case size.
Exactly, and then it's 1 millimeter thicker than, or 1 millimeter bigger than the Sea Dweller 43.
I mean, me as a preference, I prefer. I would prefer the Cameron blue dial. I like that it doesn't have a cyclops. I love the deep sea green marquee. I love everything about that James Cameron. I do think that once they discontinue it, which will probably be sooner than the 43, I think the price will go up. I don't think they made so many of these things because it's not a practical wearer.
Right.
It isn't like everybody goes in and asks for that son of a gun. There's no way.
Right.
So I think that watch, for as far as dollar potential, would be the one to go with. Wearability, you're definitely going to want to go with the 43.
Yeah, those are all good points on the James Cameron there. I think on the Sea Dweller, I think you look at, you know, what the older red line sub's doing now, and I think you got the better wearability on the Sea Dweller 43. And it's really just a sub on steroids. But for me, I mean, I had both of them and I wore both of them. And the James Cameron was just a watch that I could not wear. And I could wear the Sea Dweller 43. So I tended to lean towards that. I liked the red line in there, but without a doubt, the James Cameron it's a looker. If you've got a big enough wrist for it, it's a looker. It's a really sharp. I think it rivals the Batman because of the black and the blue as far as, you know, how it looks on the wrist. It's really sharp looking.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I'm kind of split there. I like the Sea Dweller because I could wear it, but if I was a bigger guy, I would definitely go with the James Cameron.
Sure. Clam Walker, $2 donation. Bud's the man. That vacation collection. Haha.
Thank you, Clam. I put a picture up of what I had brought on vacation. Somebody had asked me what I had, and I just said, I'll show you what I got on vacation.
Oh, did you on the Discord?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so that's what he's talking about there.
Yeah.
But there was a guy on there also with a killer Daytona collection. He had the Platinum Daytona. And he had the rose gold Daytona with the diamond dial, and he had the one that you like, the white gold with the blue dial.
Oh my God, I love that watch.
Yeah. And funny enough, that's what most people was pointing to. Out of them three watches, most people seem to be talking about that white gold with the blue dial.
Yeah, I know. Paul Thorpe was talking today about the green dial Daytona getting discontinued, possibly.
Yes. Yeah. And I've got the deposit on that, so I wonder how that. I mean, they told me all along that if I don't get it, naturally you get your deposit back. But I'm hoping. I'm still hoping that it happens before it's totally gone. But I guess it's out of the book, right? It's out of the catalog.
Oh, please don't tell me that.
That's what I thought Paul Thorpe was saying. I'm not sure. I listened to his video, but I was a little bit distracted, so I thought that's what he said.
Let me see if it's on here. It's still on the site.
Oh, there you go. Well, is the catalog different than the site, or should it be showing the same?
I would think it'd be the same.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah.
But although, I mean, as much as I love that green dial Daytona, looking at when I come down here and I see the white gold one with the blue dial, that one just jumps all over me, man. I think I'd rather get this one.
Yeah.
Have you ever held the green dial Daytona in your hand?
No, I've seen it in a case 2 years ago. This Christmas that just passed, I seen it in the case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did, and just at the time, I really wasn't. Well, you know how I've had this kind of love-hate thing with the Daytona, and
Yeah.
I now I'm really into it, and I just the other day almost had the chance at the rose gold with the black dial, and I missed out on it. So I was ready to pull the trigger on one now, and I missed out. But yeah, no, I seen it in the case, and it is amazing to see it, in person. They didn't take it out of the case, but it definitely pops if you want to wear something. It pops way more than the GMT with the green dial.
Yeah. Huh.
But I wished I'd have picked it out. It was just sitting there to be bought. And 2 years ago, if you guys think about it, Christmas time 2 years ago, things was really just heating up, and you could still walk in and buy pretty much anything gold. The gold stuff wasn't crazy back then. Steel was just starting to get crazy, and now all the gold stuff. I had another AD tell me today that the gold stuff is going to be hard to get this year
because people are all hyped up on the gold prices or something, maybe.
I think steel prices has got so high that people's like, if I'm going to buy the steel at, if I'm going to buy a steel Sky Dweller at 26, I might as well give 40 and get a solid gold piece.
Right. People are getting smart to that idea, huh?
Yeah. Which I've kind of always thought like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, I think it's just, and that's probably why I've never got the blue Sky Dweller, because if I've got 26, I'm usually putting it towards, and just up until a few months ago, 30 and 32 would buy you a gold piece. It's just the last couple months that they've popped up another 10 grand.
Yeah, and this pandemic certainly is really putting a damper on all the stock.
Yeah. It really is. It's slowing the stock, but it's making people more anxious. It's like it's raising the value of everything, but I don't know. It's crazy. I've been watching some of the gray dealers videos on YouTube, and it sounds to me like they're hanging on to a lot of stuff right now, just because they're expecting increases, I think.
It's 6 o'clock.
And all of the gold pieces are priced basically at what you would pay at the AD plus tax.
So look at that. They just added a green dial Daytona right here.
Like a rose gold Daytona with the, yes, and that's already on hold for $6,250. Is that the EWC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on hold. See?
Wow.
And it's $6,250 is what the price is.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that's nuts. There's my 5320 that I want, 73,000.
And you can buy that platinum piece for less than the green Daytona.
What platinum piece? That FP Journe?
See it on the second row there? No, the platinum Rolex there.
Yeah,
the day date.
the day
Oh, no,
date.
what is that?
Yeah,
Yeah, is that a day date?
58,000.
So
Wow.
it's less than the.
Yeah. Wild.
I mean, wouldn't you seriously have to consider giving $5,000 less and getting a platinum day date over the? I don't know. The green Daytona has just got so much hype. It's hard to.
Yeah, the platinum Daytona, right?
Yeah.
Even a platinum Daytona.
Yeah. Roman Sharf had the platinum Daytona at $100,000 the other day,
Oh no, you're kidding me.
which you said like 2 months ago that's going to be $100,000 watch. So
Oh my God.
it's there, and it's gone. It was there, and it was gone within. That's what I said. Within.
Wow.
If you have to think about buying any of these pieces right now, they're gone.
Yeah. This is just insane. Watch prices have gotten to become expensive sedans. There's nothing cheap anymore. Look at this.
How much is the AP perpetual calendar there?
109.
Wow. And you know, the steel prices have kind of leveled off.
Look at this 6000 G. That's like Archie's watch, except blue dial. That's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Everything's on hold. There's
I'm
a
telling you,
Hulk
there's not a
from
lot
19 92,000 for a 5711. What the? Oh my God. This puts a lot of people out of the watch game. I mean, this is just crazy. Even the Havana that I'm buying, they had
I don't know.
it's sold. They had one on here and for 46,000, bro. They had a rose gold
Is
one
that right?
for 46 and mine's a platinum. So that just shot up like wildfire too. Let me pull up FP Journe. Oh, they sold it. It's not even listed on here anymore. Oh, here it is. Look. 45, you see, and this is the rose gold, which is cheaper than my platinum version. This went up considerably.
Well,
This went up considerably. And mine's the platinum version, which goes for about $5,000 more.
what do you guys think? Do you think that they have Rolex to thank for this, or is this just all horology? Is it all just super hot right now?
And here's what they got incoming.
I don't
is listed.
I don't think it's just Daytona. I don't think it's just Rolex right now. I think Omega's doing well, and you know, I think everybody's doing well right now.
Yeah, everybody's doing well. I'm sure there's small watchmakers that are struggling, but they got a couple of beautiful 3940s coming in. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. Man, I'll have to consider these when it's time for a perpetual calendar purchase. I'm gonna have to consider one of these old 3940s. I know they're 36 millimeter, but still. Oh, we lost Bud. Hey, Bud, we lost you. Come on back if you can. Yeah, that's amazing. There he is.
Hey, sorry. Had a down zone, but
Evan, 499. Thank you. Says, Bud, did you make it home okay? What the hell is up with watch prices? Can someone explain? I thought we were in a pandemic.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think it really has to do with the valuation of the dollar. Honestly, that's what I really think it has to do with. It's a direct correlation. All luxury goods, whether it be Louis Vuitton, probably even luxury pens, they're probably all going through the roof.
Yep.
Pandemic supply, pandemic's putting pressure on supply, and a K-shaped recovery is putting an increase in demand.
And I was in 3 stores at Christmas, and I seen 3 stores at Christmas that had a wait outside, and it was Rolex, it was Louis Vuitton, and it was Montblanc.
Yeah, the Louis Vuitton store, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
the line to get in.
And you know what every salesperson was saying to the customer? This is the last one. And I mean, boom! As soon as they said that, people bought it. So it was just like, and I don't know. It could have been, I don't know, but that's what they kept saying, and it worked. Everybody bought whatever was the last one.
Wild.
So yeah, I mean, and Louis Vuitton was like a 45-minute wait. Rolex was like a 20-minute wait. Montblanc was 15-minute wait. But they was the only stores. Gucci had a wait. I didn't go over and see what that wait was, but I mean, all the luxury stores had waits.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to be interesting is, I mean, I really think at some point right now you have a total asset bubble. Every asset's in a bubble. This is unprecedented. I think it's unprecedented. And so what happens when every bubble pops? I really don't know what's going to happen. Is luxury goods going to pop with everything else, or are they going to hold because of their sheer collectability and lack of supply?
Well, I know everybody's going to think that this is me being selfish just because of my collection that I'm saying this. I hope it doesn't pop, because then that means the economy's going down, pretty good. So, I don't know. I hope everything stays well. I hope we don't have the dip Bitcoin's up, stocks are up. So, hopefully we're not going to go into the recession that people think. I don't know.
But, at some point we have to go into one, right? And it's going to be bad. I just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I guess we do. I mean, it doesn't seem feasible, but yeah, I mean, I definitely can see. I mean, I had a competitor come in the other day for, on a job with me, and he came in at a quarter of the price of what I came in at.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. And at that point, when the customer says, can you do anything? You're like, no, I can't do anything. There's, I don't know how I don't know how he's doing it, but he's obviously just doing it to stay busy, or to, just keep working, I guess. I don't know.
He's desperate.
He's desperate, yeah. So
he's in a crunch situation, maybe.
He's in a crunch, and I hate to see that, and that scares me, because it makes me think how often is that going to happen this year? So, But that's who is going to be possibly hurting this year is the small business owners. So that's who's already hurting is the small business owners. But it's a matter of how far that reaches.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, look at that. Well, look at that. Is that the platinum or is that the white gold date?
the white gold green dial, 43,000.
Okay, that was. If you remember, I had that, and that was pretty soft. I got that for 30. I wish I still had it, but that's 13 grand more than it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all predicting a price crash for this year, especially because of the pandemic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, actually, that's not true. We were predicting a price correction in watches before the pandemic. And then I think once the pandemic came, we all agreed that watch prices were going to keep going up. I think that's what we did.
But I don't think we thought it was going to go up this way.
No,
I don't think
not at
anybody
all.
could consider. And the funny things is the watches that are over 75 grand are the ones that have went up the most. You know,
Wow.
The really high price watches are the ones that have been going up 100 grand. You know,
Right.
the steel watches leveled off. The gold is going up. Richard Mill's going up, and AP's going up. And you know what I told you today, right? All you guys know I had that gold AP. And when I bought that gold AP, I was losing like 20% right off the bat as soon as I bought it. And now it's going for almost double what I paid.
Which one?
The gold chrono.
AP, yeah.
Yeah, the AP.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's nuts.
This
and
is everything.
At 52, the 15202 AP that I have is at double what I paid. That's double the price.
Wow. Look, they sold that Nautilus Perpetual that I'm in love with. The one that's 200 grand.
The white gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they sold that cheap if that's white gold, and there was just another one that we seen that was steel. It was 190. Is that what that other one was? The steel one?
Yeah.
So the white gold.
And they're selling them. You're right. These are selling so quick.
They're selling. Yeah. We just talked a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was for sale a week ago. The white gold, right?
Right.
It's nuts.
It is nuts. They're selling everything.
They're selling everything. And I can't lie, I'm having a bit of fun with it. A lot of these are watches that I'm not going to ever touch. So I love seeing, $100,000 watch go to 200,000. I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm never going to probably get there anyway. So, what do I care? And really, I'm kind of common sense. So I'm still mental like most of you guys, but I'm not going to pay 100 grand over a price. That's just stupid.
Right. We're somewhat sensible.
Well, yeah, we got the bug, but we're not retarded, or excuse my language. We're not mental. We have the ability to see a bad decision and,
Well, the one that I like hasn't gone up much. This one's still within reach.
Where's that at? 46?
76.
Oh, geez. That's close. It did go up, though.
That's about MSRP, though,
Yeah. Yeah, at least if it's at MSRP still, it's But couldn't you walk into a? Can you get that inside a Patek store?
Yeah, but they want more. I think they want high 80s.
Over MSRP?
No, I think it's. I know it goes for more in the AD. It's more than 78.
Oh, okay.
Plus, then you got to pay tax. And they're not going to bundle anyway. It doesn't matter if you buy this watch. They're not going to bundle. So why give them the business if you can get a gray market for cheaper? Even say $500, might as well get a gray market, right?
Yeah, that's true. And Pavel's saying when the Zeitwerk, bud? Well, the Zeitwerk's actually looking pretty cheap at 100 grand with the minute repeater. You know, you can get the Zeitwerk, I think, at 50 without the minute repeater, and then you can get one for 100. That's actually a lot less than the Nautiluses that you're looking at.
You know what? I don't know. Let's take a look and see what you know what? I haven't seen any of those OP dials at European Watch Company.
No, because they're all sold for 12,000 for double. So here's the thing, you know. My AD told me. Remember, I told you he got me the Explorer 1.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You there? We lost you, bro. I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, there you are. Now you're back.
Let me know if you get. Yeah. So my AD told me that he could get me that Explorer 1 quicker than an OP41 black dial.
Oh. Wow.
So the OP41 black dial is at the moment hotter than the Explorer 1.
Got it. Well, look here on Chrono 24.
So that should tell.
They only have one listed in the United States.
Right. That's it. You just can't get them.
Wow.
One that I couldn't get rid of. I've got the silver OP41.
Oh, here's a few. Oh my God! Look at the prices on the Tiffany. 14,500.
I know it. It's one up another $2,000.
What the heck? And there's no yellows on here. A green for 11.7. 10.6 in the UK. 11.7 in the US. 10.7 in the UK. Wow. Wow, almost triple MSRP on a Tiffany dial. That's cool, man. It sounds like you got bad signal now, huh, brother? Maybe we'll call it an end to the show. This might be a good time to end it. You like other brands other than Rolex, but it isn't really economically justifiable unless you're super rich. Yeah, I mean, I've always said that you know, I would only have 3 watches in my collection, and if they weren't holding value, I would never be putting more money into watches. The fact that they've held value so well allows me to keep putting money into them. Now, if we have a watch crash, then yeah, sure, I'll be in some trouble, I suppose. You know.
Did you guys see
What's
Austin
up,
Daniels' video today? Can you hear me, Rich, or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. I did not see it.
Okay, well, he had a video today where a guy has been putting in his savings into watches the last 2 years. So I would recommend you guys go and looking at that. So I thought that guy was really just. I thought he had a lot of balls actually to do that. But so that was a pretty neat video to check out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
People's putting their savings into Rolex and watches.
Right on, right on. Yeah, I mean, that was never my intention, but I said, might as well go for it. I'm not doing it as an investment. I'm doing it because I love them. But if they're not going down in value, I'll keep loving them.
I was going to say, you get to enjoy a little bit of your money, invest it, enjoy it a little bit. And I don't see like a worldwide crash the way that Rolex has set everything up. It might go down a little bit, but I don't see them ever crashing again.
Look, I used to own a lot of silver, and I lost my ass in silver. Silver plummeted 50%, and it still has never recovered after it plummeted 50%.
Really?
And my watch is all doubled. So versus silver, Rolex outperformed silver by 400%. And
right.
So,
And this guy,
what you look at.
This guy who bought up all of his savings with watches, he said all of his watches have went up in value since he bought them 2 years ago. So, it's performed pretty well for him so far.
Yeah. Did he get them at MSRP, or is he getting them aftermarket?
Yeah. He had five Rolexes, 2 Omegas, a Cartier, and something else. And if all of his Rolex he got at MSRP, and he got discounts on the Omegas and the Cartier. So yeah, he claims that everything that he bought was up. So
nice.
At least the 5 Omegas for sure. They was all subs and GMTs. So he was doing real good on them, and the Omegas I guess was up, and so yeah, he was pretty happy with what he had going on.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So it was pretty neat. Hey Barry, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Barry? What up, Clam?
Hey PG.
Oh, you got a Raptor? Did you get a
Yes.
Ford Raptor, bud?
Yeah,
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How's that, man? My wife's been trying to get me to buy one of those. Well, not really recently, but she was pushing me for one of those at one point. I said, man, I'm not that physically fit to be driving a Raptor. I think we're losing you a little bit, bud.
Well,
maybe this will be a good time to end the show, buddy. We've been going an hour, and we're losing you on the connection. And you probably just got home, and I think it might be supper time for me as well.
If I lived in California, I'd be driving.
I don't think he can hear me. I'm going to text him right now and let him know we're just going to end the show. Thanks, guys, everybody, for joining. It was a pleasure having you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the show, and we'll do more of these, Bud and I and whoever ends up joining these. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, enjoy your luxury wristwatches. Peace out.